You're looking at the old Presbyterian church that I went to daycare in the 1980s, even up to, I guess, the early 90s. But right here, this used to be fenced in. This little yard right here is where we played kickball. And if you kicked it over the fence, which kind of would have lined up those two windows straight ahead, the bottom windows, I'm assuming the fence would have been somewhere about there. If we kicked it over the fence, it was a home run. And then there was these old basketball goals, probably around the edge of the woods. Of course, those woods, may not have been there then. And of course, there was an old school playground back where the walking track is. Oh, it was some old, it'd be cool if those old rides were still there, or old playground stuff. Not rides, but this old church dates back to the maybe late 1700s, early 1800s. It's an old church. At least the church was founded in the 1700s. It may have been built in the earlier 1800s. I remember, we used to play and take our naps in the auditorium. It was like this empty, old, I remember it was kind of creepy smelling them. It was just, like when you're a kid, things are weird when they're old. But we used to go down these steps when we were kids, and there was this old picture, this old lady, and we swore her eyes moved, and we would look at it, and then we'd run up the stairs, We would have been, about 8 or 9, maybe 10. I remember we used to ride on the scooters in the auditorium. Now, this is an old building. I don't know what that is. One of our North Carolina governors is buried there, on one of the Scotts. Maybe Ralph Scott. Yeah, one of the governors that was governor in the 1950s is buried over there, probably with one of the big obelisks, I'd imagine. The daycare eventually moved over there. I remember that. Okay, this is, man, it looks just almost the same as it did back then. It looks like they put a little money into it. It looked a lot older and a little more rickety back then. Yeah, it looks like they painted it. It looks a little better. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of memories here. Of course, my mother or dad or whatever would come through here. They always drop the kids off on this driveway and pick them up in the same. Of course, this walkway back here, we'd go to, there's a classroom, a room back there under this breezeway. And I remember us having, we'd go back here to a room, watch Mr. Rogers in the evening, or later on in the day. He's all sit Indian style and have to sit and watch Mr. Rogers, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Because this adjacent building, this looks almost similar. But we can't look, it has the window. No, that wouldn't have been it. But yeah, of course, there were, obviously there's rumors that the church was haunted just because of being so old. But I also tried out for the Hawfield Civitan baseball team when I was a kid, which later on, I would have been about 12, 13. I got caught, actually. But I was always better at basketball of all the sports, but baseball, I liked baseball, and I ended up playing later on, for another team, and I was pretty good. I was, I could steal bases. I was one of the fastest ones on the team, so I loved to steal bases, and I could hit it out in the outfield a little bit, so I'd get a single or a double here and there, maybe a triple once in a blue moon. Of course, I was a small little 13-year-old, so I wasn't hitting homers, but but sadly, I did not make Hawfield's team. Guys, I appreciate y'all joining me, and I will see you next time.